Hi. So today I wanted to share another tip that might help with feeling overwhelmed, feeling stressed or anxious. And the thing is, when we are in some sort of distress, the thing that's really prominent is that there is a very strong sense of I, the self. I am suffering. I'm feeling so stressed. I'm so worried. I'm so anxious. I'm so concerned, I'm so fearful. A very strong sense of I, the sense that there is someone here who's really suffering and I have to fix it. And we get into that having to fix it mode, into this doing driven mode. And that is in itself very stressful because we feel we have to find the solution, we have to fix things, we have to sort them out. And so we perpetuate our distress. And when we do mindfulness of breathing, the instructions are to observe the breath as if it's someone else's breath. We let the breath flow effortlessly, of its own accord, without getting in the way of the breath. We're letting the body breathe without intervention, without interference, without any control from our side, from that I that wants to control everything. And if you've ever watched your breath, you will notice that there is this tendency, this temptation to control the breath. If there's anything we can control, we want to control it. And the breath is a good example because we can exert control over the breath. We can breathe in a certain way, we can find a certain technique, etc. But in this practice, as I teach it, the instructions are just to let the breath flow effortlessly and relinquish all control over the breath. So really, the invitation here, and I'd like you to practice that, to try it. Just try it for 1 or 2 or 3 minutes. Put the timer on and see if you can let the breath just breathe itself, as if it's not really your breath. And of course, it isn't. It's just the breath. There's nothing of us in the breath. So all we have to do is just let the breath flow naturally and observe it, relinquishing all control, letting go of that desire to fix it. And with that control that we relinquish, let's see if we can also relinquish some of that suffering that is so bound up with a very strong sense of I.